herself. And each week, we've been featuring one character who'll tell their story. Last week, we heard Ruth's interpretation of Elizabeth's story. This week, we hear from Joseph. It's read for us by Nathaniel Parker.
Life never quite works out how you expect it to. I'm a good example of that. I thought I had it made. The family business was going well. There was demand for skilled carpenters, and I'd worked hard to build it up. I wanted to be able to offer my wife and children security in a hostile world. Much that happens we can't control, so all the more reason to be responsible about the things we can influence. Mary came into my life at just the right time. I was ready for the demands of a family. We were betrothed, and I faced the future safe in the knowledge that I had prepared well for it. Then came the bombshell. Mary was pregnant, and the child wasn't mine. I was distraught. My beloved Mary had betrayed me. Couldn't believe it, yet the swell of her belly confounded my disbelief. At first, in angry grief, I thought to shame her before the whole community, but I loved her. Instead, I resolved to send her away to a far-off place where she could invent a more sympathetic story about her circumstances, and her family here could do the same. It seemed all my dreams and aspirations were shattered in a few brief words of unwelcome revelation. As it turned out, resolution came in an equally brief encounter. A dream telling me to stand by Mary. How to understand such life-changing moments of inspiration when everything falls into place? Tradition tells how in the dark of night my ancestor Jacob wrestled with and was left wounded by one who was later called an angel. Fanciful, perhaps, but the understanding we long for is often hard-won and breaks into consciousness as if from some other realm, though perhaps it's only from a deeper level of our own longing. So I took Mary to myself, and when the time came, Jesus was born under my care. Though I'm rarely mentioned after the story of his birth, I was always as a father to him. My Christmas gift to you is constancy. The ability to be there for someone else quietly in the background, often invisible to others, ready to rise to the occasion when the unexpected explodes in our lives.
That was Nathaniel Parker reading Ruth Scott's interpretation of Joseph's story. Next week, we hear the innkeeper's story. I'm looking forward to hear what the innkeeper's got to say for himself.